Hello and welcome back to 2025, your online virtual real-life event happening in your browser and being managed from New Jersey, California, and Israel. I'm here with two respected gentlemen that will tell us a bit more about how the future would look for online collaboration, something that we all think it's only Google Docs, but there is a lot more to it. Bob, tell us a bit more about yourself and about where you work.
Okay, thank you. I'm Bob Romano. I'm the VP of Enterprise Marketing for Radvision. I've been in the video conferencing industry now for 15 years, and of course people joke that video years are longer than regular years, so it's a long stretch in the industry. I've been involved in desktop video conferencing and collaboration for most of that career. I can remember the day really not that long ago when what we're doing today was but a dream. And everyone envisioned it, and we'd be able to have multi-party video and be able to stream it to a large audience and have it be fully interactive. And so the fact that we're doing this today is, I think, is really great. And it only portends what's going to happen in the future in terms of really making this a much richer experience. And so that's what we'll talk about today.
And Bob, as we can see, is coming from the enterprise field, something that we all can think about as the natural habitat for online collaboration. But Ilan Leibovich with us, and he's coming with a bit of a different aspect. Yes, Ilan, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, I'm one of the co-founders of a website called 6rounds.com, and what we're doing is building basically a video conferencing aimed towards entertainment and fun and collaboration between the consumer sides. And we're adding, we have this video one-on-one with many layers of fun on top of it, like games and applications, and you can Facebook together, watch videos together, send each other gifts, do all sort of webcam effects and stuff like that. So what we're trying to do is bring much more fun into the video conferencing arena.
Okay, so I've went out and asked a couple of people, what does online collaboration mean to them? And I got the following answers. Online collaboration means Google Docs. Online collaboration means sending an email. Very sad answer. Online collaboration is something that happens only in the enterprise. And we have everything we need in online collaboration. I can't understand those companies that continue to try and develop products in this field. So, Bob, how do you feel and what do you think about these statements?
Well, I think that we've really just scratched the surface. And, you know, if you look back on collaboration, you missed one, I think. Probably the most commonly used device and most common method of collaboration is the telephone. That's been around for a long, long time. And certainly, you know, one-to-one and multi-party collaboration by voice is the most common used collaboration method there is. But it's not very rich. And so, you know, what we saw really starting in 1999 with the advent of WebEx, I mean, there were others before that certainly, but I think WebEx really brought it to the masses in the commercial market, was the ability to share data, see what I see, present, that sort of thing. The video conferencing industry was growing up, you know, alongside it as a separate silo, and we started adding the ability to be able to present also. And that's kind of where we are now. Today, in a video conference, we can share, present, and annotate data, but I think that we've only scratched the surface in terms of, you know, how much more and how much richer the collaboration can be as we look forward.
And Ilan, how do you see these statements?
Well, I look basically at what we currently have, and I think that most of the people just look at the internet as it is right now. It's very unsynchronized, asynchronous, and basically user does one thing and then he waits for the other user to do another thing. That goes to the email, it goes to Facebook, Gmail, stuff like that. And what we're currently seeing is a much larger trend of real time, of synchronization, collaboration in real time, and that the word collaboration, that's what it means to me, the real time of things. So I see, you mentioned Google Apps, the current Google Wave application is much more real time, much more collaboration oriented, and I see this as, I know that not a lot of people are using it right now, and it's not a very big success, but I see it as something that's really going to evolve and get into a lot more areas. I know that a lot of college students and universities and schools are currently using it. So I know there's much more room for improvements, but I think it's a really great tool.
When we're talking about online collaboration, I think that one of the often missed aspects of it, it's not only the collaboration part, but it's the part that says we are breaking the physical walls, right? We are able to do things regardless of our location. I mean, the world is not completely flat, but with these technologies, we are able to work together and hopefully with Ilan's product also have fun together, regardless of our physical location. But when we look at a lot of the products that are out there today, they are all text-based. And, I like Google Docs. I can't say that when someone leaves a note on a Google Doc, I feel something, unless it's a very annoying note, okay? But the whole aspect of emotions is left out. And that's what video is supposed to provide. How do you see it, Ilan?
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I mean, we're trying to bridge, every product tries to bridge the online and the offline world, and we bring a lot of stuff from the offline world into the online world, and that's exactly what we're trying to do in 6 rounds. We're imitating stuff from the offline and bringing it to the online, and the video conferencing is just one small part of it, but all the interactions between users, if it's the mouse movements, if it's seeing each other, if it's the effects, if it's gestures, small gestures that users can do to one another. And I mentioned the Google Wave previously, and of course that the users can add an extension of video chat into Google Wave and have this face-to-face interaction while they're collaborating on their emails and calendar and stuff like that.
And Bob, how do you see these whole more soft values? I mean, when you're trying to sell products for enterprise, at the end of the day, there is an IT guy that has a huge Excel that has at the end a number. The number can be red, which means that you will not be able to sell your product. The number will be black, which means that you are successful. How does this all emotional aspect or softer values of online collaboration are a part of your day-to-day work, or at least speech?
Yeah. Well, so I mean, to me, it's very interesting. In selling video conferencing over the years of this industry, it's been a situation where it's been a hard ROI sell. In other words, you can avoid travel and eliminate the cost and expenses with travel by doing meetings over distance. And to a large degree, that's what's really justified the high expense and great experience of telepresence solutions. High value meetings, very high quality, that you can do over distance effectively, that you don't have to put people on jets, especially high value people. But the real promise of video in collaboration is not when it's just for those type of meetings, but when it makes every meeting much richer. And that's really the promise that we see and hope for when you talk about desktop video, and it's called desktop, but to me it's personal video. Adding video to every personal collaboration session, and I will tell you, I mean, the product we're using today, Scopia Desktop, we use in Radvision every day, all day. I work out of my office in Austin, Texas. That's where I am now, over my cable modem, and allows me the ability to be able to interact with our organization, which is a very, very global organization. We have 450 people spread out virtually all over the world across 4 major development sites, and we do this all day. So to me, I think what's starting to happen is people are recognizing that, yes, video conferencing as a collaboration methodology can replace travel, but its real value is when it's used every day to make interactions, day-to-day interactions and day-to-day meetings much richer by being able to see and see hand gestures and all the rest of that. So that's where I think we're getting, and I think the quality of the experience is much better, moving to HD, moving to widescreen, and the ability to embed data collaboration capabilities into it.